was just having a giggle with Melissa, just saying about if I have a man with one eye, I want it just on me, don't I?
Absolutely, all on you, Andrea.
All on. And look, you pretty in pink.
Thank you.
Anti-bullying.
Yes.
No bullying in the real estate agency, or none definitely with First Avenue.
No.
Sweetheart, today we're actually going to talk about something that I think a lot of us take for granted about what it actually is. What is as is whereas when we see this in an advertisement for a home?
As is whereas means that the property as it stands right now has no insurance. So, you know, it might have as a minimum, as a maximum, sort of some third-party insurance in case it burns down the house next door. But the house itself, if there were more earthquake damage or flood damage or anything like that, it's not insured.
Right, so, okay. That's frightening.
Essentially, you're buying the land value and any surplus value that there might be on top of that, and that if the place is still habitable, some people are renting them out.
So what should buyers watch out for when, when they're potentially buying it and then thinking, I'm going to sell it on?
Yes, well, people do see them as an opportunity, obviously, but when you then go on sell them down the track, if you've done some repairs, then the new buyers, I believe, the second buyers along the line, then they need to be very careful to make sure they get advice from a qualified builder to try and get the original scope of work. So the people buying it the first time, they should try and get the scope of works if they can, of what was paid out to the owner. They don't need to know what the sum was necessarily, but just a scope of what were the planned repairs. And that way they can start assessing the next time round whether those repairs have been done or not. Otherwise, it'd be very difficult to get insurance once it has been repaired.
And you may not actually have a qualified builder's report. So you'd encourage people surely to get one of those completed?
Yes, get one of those, get legal advice, and definitely get a suitably qualified builder to have a good look over it and give you a written report. It's handy for them if they can see that scope of works that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, and I guess with insurance companies, they want to see all these documents, don't they?
Yes, even
it
more
can't be
so.
just by word, really.
Yes, absolutely. And in a lot of cases, obviously, the financier, who the financial institution is, the bank or the mortgage broker, they will want to see paperwork like that as well. Give confidence.
For you, Melissa, you're living it, you're seeing it, you're seeing a lot of families that are going through it. Some people are so naive to think that we're out of all of this, about this as is, whereas we aren't.
No, there's still a fair bit of it around because people are still going through negotiations with insurance companies for settlements. So they're settling the funds and then the property may come on the market.
Melissa, just putting out there, are you able to step us through actually the process if we're, people, a lot of them are burnt, so very cautious, aren't they, before they enter into the market?
Yes.
If we're just thinking about it, can you help us through?
Absolutely, yes. We're there to advise and get as much information collected together for the consumer, for the buyer as we can, to help them through the process, and then obviously, as I said, take advice from other professionals, your lawyer, your building inspector, and with your bankers or your mortgage broker. Yeah.
What's the number one piece of advice you would give someone if they are now looking at selling and then entering into the market? Because a lot of people may be doing that now. They might have the confidence now, as years have gone on, they actually, okay, I'm at the point now that I actually do want to list my property and move on.
Yes, if it was as is whereas, you mean? Yeah, basically, engage a real estate salesperson and get them to give you an assessment of where the value sits as is where is. And we can do that. Generally the range can be a bit bigger because it's a little bit unknown. But again, collect together some scope information. You don't need to disclose how much you've been settled from the insurance company, but it is goodwill, it shows good faith to be able to show that to the new people coming along, like, well, they established that the piles in this part of the house needed attention and a wall in that side of the house needed attention.
Great advice. Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, you're welcome.
Have a great weekend, won't you?
Yes, you too.
Keeping it real, I love it. Now, stay with us because after the break,